It is my pleasure to be able to introduce our speaker for today. Sheila Janakos is the CEO of Healthy Horizons. And in this role, she brings 30 years of experience as an internationally board certified lactation consultant. She has a master's of public health, and she has been using those skills to serve breastfeeding families for the past 3 decades. Sheila, we're so excited to have you today to be able to share your expertise with our group.
Thanks, Jenny. I'm looking forward to the questions.
Awesome. Juliet has asked, how do you treat and prevent a stubborn recurring milk blister? And maybe for some of us, Sheila, you can tell us what is a milk blister and how to identify one.
Sure. Milk blisters have different names. Some people call them milk blisters. Some people will also refer to them as a bleb. Other people will call them a clogged milk pore. So they could present in many different ways. Typically, what a milk blister is the tip of the nipple has many pores. And one of these pores where the milk will exit gets blocked with thickened milk. And when it gets blocked, there's inflammation. So if this was the milk stuck inside of the little blister, the pore, it forms a blister. Like here's the little plug. The body doesn't know what to do with it. So there's a lot of epithelial milk cells in the milk. And it really is great because it causes things to heal. So the body goes, oh, I need to heal this. So it makes a little blister over the tip. And it can be so painful. So how do you prevent this? There's a couple things that people could try and do. Is first of all, typically they're a result from a plugged duct, which is a blockage further back in the breast. So keeping the breast emptied and not skipping feedings is a big one. So sometimes people will go away and they won't pump, or the baby will sleep longer and they won't get up and release the milk. Sometimes those could be reasons. I've had people also like wear a seatbelt or a baby carrier and put pressure against their breast, and that causes the backup. So think of the things that you might be doing that will put pressure on the breast. And the remnants of this typically is this plug. So for people who get repeated ones, one of the treatments is something called Lepicine. And Lepicine is a fat emulsifier, and it just basically thins out the fat in the milk. So there's less chance of it clogging. And people will take like 1,200 milligrams or so typically with their meals. It's something that people can get anywhere, pharmacies, you name it. It's not a prescription. It's basically a food supplement. So that's something people could do. The other thing that I tell people, if you have a history, you want to make sure that you're keeping any nipple trauma to a minimum and inflammation, because if you have a scab also on your nipple or inflammation, you're more prone to getting a milk blister, right? Because things can't like really leave. So making sure that the latch and everything is correct and treating those issues before they get worse. One of the treatments is to take the nipple and soak it in warm water. And I just take a shot glass, and you could put a pinch of Epsom salt or use the herb lore poke root, which would just be a couple little baby drops in the shot glass. Put the nipple in the shot glass against the nipple and let it soak for several minutes to soften the area up. And then I rinse it, and then I have the baby nurse or we pump to try and pull it out. So we want to soften first and get it out. And then afterwards, we can take a cotton ball and we can soak it in either olive oil or coconut oil. And we can put it against the nipple behind a bra pad to keep the area moist so it doesn't get dried. And that could help too with people who are dealing with these.
Who'd have thought we could still find a use for shot glasses while we're breastfeeding?
Right. Well, some people do wheatgrass, right? Shots. So.
Oh, yeah. All right. Thank you, Juliet. Good question and good luck